Welcome everybody to another exciting installment of Full Circle. Thank you for sticking with us. Yes, we've kept the gravy train going. We've survived 3 episodes at this point. This is episode 4, I believe. Yes, 4. So yes, thank you. I think we finally got our stuff together. So here we are. As always, I am Odell Edwin Harmon Jr. Please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or whatever your favorite social media platform is. As always, click like, subscribe to us at iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube for updates of this weekly show that's been going strong now. I'm very proud of it. As always, here's my co-host, Fradette.
Thank you. I am Fradette. You can find me at all social media places at ToonVelo. We have a great show this episode. We will be covering Google's newest thing, Google Duplex. If you could have any item from any fantasy world, not a weapon, what would it be? And E3, what are our hopes, dreams, and predictions for this year? Beginning with
Pokemon. Surprise, surprise. Pokemon, I am really hoping is going to be E3 this year. Because, for those who don't know, this will be the first game in the main series for consoles. Yes, we've had Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, and Pokemon Conquest for the DS, and Gala Darkness, and
Pokemon Coliseum.
There we go, Coliseum. I missed the obvious one.
Yeah.
We've had all those games, but those games were spin-offs, not part of the main series, just fun side distractions. Nintendo officially announced that Pokemon will be moving to the Switch, its main console, which is portable, so the Switch makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they've already announced it that they're working on this game. We haven't seen any trailers. We haven't seen any announcements, any Pokemon, anything like that. So it's just a very obvious, simple pick. But Nintendo has already stated that they will be showing off Smash Brothers, which is dated to come out this year, 2018.
Woo!
That's exciting. And they said they're going to have Metroid Prime 4 there, equally exciting. So I'm really worried that Pokemon either A, will be a no-show, or B, get swept under the rug in a sense that they will simply just mention it again, maybe show us a still image, not even a trailer. So I'm hoping at least for a trailer, in-game, final product. Yes.
I was thinking, you know what my prediction is for E3, for Pokemon? We will get the silhouettes of the 3 starters.
You know what? I will be okay with that.
Yep. And it'll be great to see everyone's wild predictions of what what they actually are.
And we'll all be wrong.
If we remember Oshawott, it is not a grass duck Pokemon with an acorn. It is
a seal with a shell on its chest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or not a seal, it's a
otter.
Otter, there we go, otter.
Osher. It's an osher. Wait, that's not a real animal.
Well, I honestly thought that was like the genus name for like an otter for a second. Which they've done that before.
They have.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping for Pokemon in any form. Okay, not any form because they could just mention it and pass. I need to see some type of finished product.
No, any form would be great. Like a hex crawl, just an open world hex crawl. Okay, I'd like to move to the next gym. You can't. It's barred by my mage.
you know, actually, I would hate if it actually looked like the current 3DS games just on the Switch. I'm like, you have the power. You know what I really hate? If I can't be actually black. Like, I can be a dark-skinned trainer, but not black. He looks more like light-skinned Indian. That's what my character looks like. He looks like a light-skinned Indian person.
Sort of. He does. Yeah.
Like, the fact I can't make my hair color black, like black is actually blue, makes me angry because black is like a very common hair color among all races. But I digress. What's your prediction, Jared?
Predictions overall or just for Pokemon?
Oh, overall.
Overall, okay. So I know.
I mean, I have more. I'll come back.
we'll just go back and forth. So overall, I know Mario Kart has already been ported to the Switch, but I want an original Mario Kart. I want it to be unique. I want it to be special. I'm sorry. I just want to be special.
That's fair. I mean, Deluxe is great, but it's a game we've already had. Mm-hmm. It's still amazing. It looks amazing. You can play it on the go. So the next installment of Mario Kart, because I feel like the week's installment was Wii, but even that wasn't bad.
No.
So the Switch one, I don't know how more crazy it would get. Like, that's the thing. What more could they do? I'm pretty sure they could do a lot.
I mean, that same question could go for Smash Brothers, but we all know we're getting another one.
No, fair enough. Well, even if it's literally the same layout of 8, yeah, that's number 8. like just like the concept of like 32 new tracks is exciting for me.
Right, that's all you need for a racing game.
Yeah.
New tracks, effectively.
Yeah, new characters. I don't really know who they would put in at this point. I feel like they fit the holes. I mean,
Goku.
Oh god. Oh
Come to Smash, come to Mario Kart.
If they did that, you know what? I would never question anything anymore. I'm like everything's free game.
It's all up for grabs.
We're just going crossover anime movie. Well, why not the guys from Supernatural?
Perfect. No, yes, they're my next bet.
Wait, what? I forgot.
Sam and Dean.
Sam and Dean.
Yep.
You heard it here first. Sam and Dean is gonna be in Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart Switch. I hate when they go from number to like an actual title. So Mario Kart 9 would be an actual title, but then Mario Kart 10 would just be called Mario Kart 10.
Well, they probably do it for interesting programming reasons, right? That's why we didn't get Windows 9, was because in the programming, it was really cheeky. They never thought they'd get this far. And so much of the code already is based on Windows 95, 96, 97. So instead of having to figure out something else to call it 9 and subvert it, they just called it Vista.
Really?
Yeah.
Vista was a horrible name.
It,
Because I feel like Windows 9 sucked. Windows 9, aka Vista.
No, it really did. And that's why we all got the great free upgrade to Windows 10.
Oh.
But since we've been talking about Nintendo a lot, I'll go and give a prediction for Xbox. Speaking of Microsoft. Oh, yeah. So I've been beta tester, alpha testing We Happy Few for years now. And I love the gameplay. I love the aesthetic. But when is it going to come out?
Never.
I
never 20...
Never 2010.
There we go. I realized I said never way too soon.
Yes. But no, it'd just be so much fun. I mean, it's the ultimate stealth game where you have to hide in plain sight.
They've reached their funding requirements, right?
They are, and they've even talked about doing like a live show of it. I'm like, okay, before we get to a live action movie, why don't we have the game?
Yeah, I played it the first time I went to PAX East. I played a playable build, and that was in 2015, 16. It might have been 14. I hope let's call it 2015.
Okay,
it's been at least 3 years,
right?
And if you've already had a very playable, fully functional portion of the game 3 years ago, I know game development takes a while. Any developers listening, you have a hard job.
We are not programmers. We're not graphic designers. There are layers to this. We understand.
But you've had fan support, financial support, builds, many articles at this point. You can Google We Happy Few, and many articles, many people have played playable builds of this game.
They're cosplayers.
Yeah, and we haven't heard it in at least like a release window. Or didn't they have that?
I don't think so.
They will this year at E3 2018.
My prediction.
Yeah. Well, talking about games we've seen and heard about, Kingdom Hearts 3. So they've told us Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out this year or next year. I don't remember anymore because everything they say is a lie. So it might have said 2018. It might have said 2019. I don't care because everything they say is a lie. Mm-hmm. They've hurt me. No. They came out with Kingdom Hearts 2.8. We had 2, 2.5, 2.5 remix.
My prediction, Kingdom Hearts 3-1.
I swear to God. I swear before the glory's God in heaven, I will lose my shit if they do that. So, my prediction isn't that they're going to announce Kingdom Hearts 3. They will actually have a playable version at E3 this year. Because that's how I know it's real. It will be playable because we've had trailers upon trailers upon trailers upon gameplay demos. Upon gameplay demos, they've announced Monsters Inc. and Toy Story and Tangled, which I guess why not?
I mean, it's the obligatory games based on movies.
Tangled. Anyway, so this year at E3, it will be another carrot dangled in front of us, but we will have a playable version of Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's the only way they're going to keep us hooked at this point. Because honestly, if they just show another trailer and gameplay and say, December.
Coming to you in the future.
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out like in 2001 or 2002.
Whew. Yeah, I remember it being in middle school and it just being like all the rage.
And so yeah, E3 prediction: Kingdom Hearts 3, not 2.9, not 3-1. Oh, you know what? Part of me wants that to happen. New prediction: we will get Kingdom Hearts 3-1.
Copyright.
And I will love it. I will stand up. I will clap. I will throw Square Enix all the money.
Yes.
All my money. And just let that... Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any other predictions, Jared?
No. Do we think we're going to have any hardware coming out?
Yes. PlayStation has already announced that they're going to focus on four main titles, I think. I believe, don't quote me on this, it's Spider-Man, Days Gone, The Last of Us Part 2, and another title that I'm probably just forgetting. But I digress. They said no new hardware announcements, but it's just a lie. We're going to get not the PlayStation 5, but we're going to get like something like, the Xbox Scorpio, which just turned to be the Xbox One. Wait, no, it's called the Scorpio, right?
I am not familiar.
No, One X. Oh, the Xbox One X. God, these names are stupid. Point is, Project Neo, remember that was a thing? Unless that was just the PlayStation Pro, which I don't think it was. So maybe they're just going to hoodwink us and be like, oh, look, here's the PlayStation 5. But since we're not making new consoles anymore, we're just making lateral moves, I guess you could say. We'll get like the PlayStation 4 V. V sounds right.
Right? What was the Vita, the Visa?
Yeah. We'll get some new PlayStation hardware because I explicitly did not buy the Pro because I was like, they're gonna come out with some new hardware. I'm gonna waste my money. I'm gonna be upset, but they don't seem to be doing that. And I feel like the Pro was like a half step, kind of how the S was right before the One X. I mean, they don't need to, honestly, but I feel like they will. Mm-hmm. Maybe. That's just my far-fetched prediction. That's it. Yeah, we're pretty modest here.
Yeah, we're not asking for the moon here at E3. We just want a few things that we probably know are coming out. So, other things that our hearts desire. If you could have any item from any fictional universe that is not a weapon.
Not a weapon. So no god-killing swords.
No god-killing sword. I'll go and say nothing omnipotent either.
Okay.
Like, again, no god-killing sword.
No god-granting item.
No god-granting item.
Or god-like abilities granted. Nothing omnipotent. Got it.
Right. Like
nothing's gonna break the universe.
Not the from Bleach. The Hoyaku. Yes.
They can grant any wish as long as you desired it enough, even if it's something stupid like fusing all the powers in the world together.
Yes.
And okay, got it. All right.
Okay. So I'll go first with mine. So this will be a little odd if you know the full powers of it. So several years ago, I think 2015. No, it must have been earlier.
Is that several years ago?
Yeah, 3.
Oh yes. Definition of several is 3 or more. There we go.
So, a long time ago on Sci-Fi, there was a little mini-series called The Lost Room. And so the titular item was this key to said Lost Room. And so what it can do, it can open up the Lost Room, which is now removed from our normal space-time, to any door with a hinge or a hinge and a tumbler lock. And so you can go in, it neutralizes other items, and then you can leave out any other door you can imagine in your mind. Travel is just now free. If I want to just bum off work for a few hours and sleep where no one can find me, this is it.
All right, so correct. So if I'm following correctly, it is a key.
Yes.
Which is the item you want.
So the item is the key.
All right, the item is the key.
Yes.
That any door that has a tumbler lock.
Yes.
You can put the key in there.
Yes.
Turn it, open up, go into this new room,
mm-hmm.
and then here's the teleportation aspect. You can walk out to any door you wish.
Yes.
So if I'm in my office and I open
any door with hinges. Again.
Any door with hinges. Okay. Most doors have hinges.
Sliding doors don't.
Well,
so I can't break into Best Buy through the front door.
Go through the back door.
I've never seen the back door. I have to imagine the door.
Oh, then just drive and go look at the back door.
Touche. Best Buy, we're not trying to rob you.
Not at all.
Okay.
I mean, we would need this magic key first.
Right.
So I mean, but if we had it, then we might. I'm a good person, but you never know what you would do until you have a magical item.
It's magic. All bets are off.
Right. If God didn't want me to have it, he wouldn't have gave it to me.
There we go. Okay, so what would you want him to give to you?
I would want him to give me... So, for those who watch Dragon Ball Z...
Okay. You can't have the Dragon Balls. That would be 7 different items. Those don't count.
They're set. They're a singular set.
No. If they were a set, they wouldn't have to track them down.
Well, you have to, you complete the set.
But each one is its own thing.
it's like when you go buy speakers for your home entertainment. They're all the same, but you can't buy them collectively. You have to buy pieces of. First of all, I don't want the Dragon Balls.
Okay.
I think that would break the omnipotent rule. First of all,
depending on which Dragon Ball set.
They all have limitations, except the
Right.
the Super Dragon Balls don't.
Right.
But the standard Dragon Balls have limitations.
Yes. So if you and your 6 friends would like to independently wish for the 7 Dragon Balls, then you can summon Shenron and wish away.
But then how we
That's up to you and your 6 friends how you want to split the wishes.
I don't want the Dragon Balls,
Okay.
first of all.
Okay.
I don't want those. If I did, I would make an argument to why they're set. Wait, before I even say what I want, you claim that the hyperbolic time chamber was a single item. First of all, it's not an item.
No, it's like a bank vault.
No, it's a building.
No,
Is a building an item? Can my item be the Empire State Building?
No. The hyperbolic time chamber is an item, much like a bank vault and a bank is an item. You just tie a lasso to it in old-timey Western fashion and yank it out the back. And thus you've stolen the bank vault.
But the hyperbolic, like most bank vaults, I feel like are just part of the building. That's just a part of the building secured behind a large vaulted door.
No, the whole thing is encased. Otherwise, you could just chisel your way through the back. It's an encased metal cube.
Well, the hyperbolic time chamber is a room in a building. Is a room an item? Is this room we're in an item?
Not this particular room. It's built into the house. I think if we were to look into the lore, the hyperbolic time chamber would be a set
all right,
room.
I'm going to say my thing, guys. I promise. I just need to prove Jared wrong real quick.
Like the magic school bus would be its own item.
Yes, because it's a car, as an item.
Yeah.
This is, okay, if anything, the hyperbolic time chamber exists in a separate dimension. There's just a door to the chamber.
Okay.
So can we consider a door the item? Is this like the door salesman from, before we're not getting into that, I want the capsules for Dragon Ball Z. Bulma and her father, they work for the company Capsule Corporation.
I thought they owned the company.
They own it.
Created, owned, work for.
Exactly.
Pull in billions from.
Live in it.
Live in it.
They do. Their house is like the company.
They are Capsule Corp.
So, in case you didn't know, in Dragon Ball Z, when they get rid of their cars, they put them in a capsule. That's how Capsule Corp got rich. They invented capsule technology, which is any item, let's say my Sonic statue, I press a button on it, it goes poof. The words literally manifest themselves in thin air. And then it appears in a capsule about yay big, if you can, for those looking, yay big.
For those at home, about 1 inch to 2 inches.
Yeah. And you could put literally any item in there from your car. So imagine, screw parking spaces, pull up to where we want to go, get out the car, boom, it goes into the capsule. Oh, a backpack, boom, into a capsule. Literally anything. Except people, we're just going to give it a hard rule of 9 living things.
They've never shown people in there anyway.
Yeah, so
these aren't Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Although they're similar.
Yeah. They're like Pokeballs, except make more sense than Pokeballs. Because you can make, because they're living things, and then that gets complicated.
But they also have item balls. That's where you find them on the ground in the game.
I just thought they just did that. Like, that wasn't like...
No, that's how you confuse them with Voltorbs, despite the fact that one's about 1 inch wide and one's about 4 feet tall. I didn't know this gigantic beach ball-sized thing wasn't a tiny item ball.
See, this is why capsules are much more efficient.
It's true.
And the thing about capsules, you can have more than one. I can only get one, but they have a case, so you can have like your car, your backpack.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm liking this idea because, we've seen Bulma several times I packed my lab inside of this capsule, which itself contains other tinier things.
Yeah. So you can put your backpack in a capsule, which you just have other things in your backpack. Traveling. Say goodbye to luggage fees. Say goodbye to waiting on things. Say goodbye for just the cumbersome of putting it in the car. Nope, you get in your room, boom. That takes care of like packing in general. You could just like have like your closet, like buy like just a mobile closet.
Yeah, but I mean, for that matter, I could just travel with my key and then just, go into my closet.
No, this is more efficient. No, that takes you to a separate room, in which case didn't you tell me it resets when you leave?
No, I wouldn't keep my clothing in the room. I would literally travel to my closet door.
Oh. But this is a lot. This saves a lot more time.
You still have to pack. I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to do laundry if I don't want to.
I mean,
But again,
wait. Well, in which case, why are you even traveling to begin with?
Because I want to.
No, your door. You can just go to. Oh, well, you have to go there first. You can just
No,
open a door in Paris.
But thanks to Google Street View,
Whoa!
I can literally just travel the streets and be like, oh, that French bistro is cute. I'm gonna go there for lunch.
All right, so I will have the capsule from Dragon Ball Z. That's made by Capsule Corp. And does your key have a name?
I think it's just designated the key.
The key. Well, what items would y'all want? Let us know.
Yes.
I mean, we're not going to come back to it and talk to you about it, but it would be cool. You can have some discussions in the comments.
Right? All the nitpicking apart about what technically qualifies as weapon or not, or singular item or not.
I already know. Please don't make Jared angry and tell us a weapon. We've already explicitly said it cannot be a weapon. Wands count as weapons?
Wands count as weapons. I know they do. Any technology isn't inherently good or bad, like the death ray. But
how's the death ray not inherently bad? It's a death ray.
It's from Futurama.
Oh,
Amy. Technology isn't inherently good or evil. It's all about how you use it. Like the death ray.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, you curse and you jinx with them. Like, it's pretty much a tool. If you had the only wand in existence, it's pretty much a weapon.
I mean, but how philosophical are we getting here? Because technically you could stab someone with a key.
Oh my God.
I mean, if I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Okay, yes. The intended purpose of the item, yes. You can use anything as a weapon. Anything could be a weapon, yes.
To be fair, I do agree with you. A wand, I mean, it has an instant killing curse.
A very...
just dead.
Could you imagine one day, like, you have your little wand, and you have kids one day, and like, look, mommy, abracadabra, and just boom, kill somebody because J.K. Rowling decided that was clever.
Wait, is it abracadabra?
It's Avada Kedavra.
Oh, okay. Is that supposed to be like? Is that like?
It's supposed to be like abracadabra.
Oh, okay.
Because it's clever. You get it?
Oh, okay.
You get it? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
My geek sin. We should just have like a geek sin segment every week. So this week, my geek sin is I've never read I've never read any of the Harry Potters, and I watched like a movie or two. That's my geek sin of the week.
Yes.
Brought to you by Geico.
We'll come to mine later. I'm sure we'll uncover it, unfortunately.
Yes.
But as I was saying, with my not omnipotent key, thanks to Google Street View, I am now unbound. I no longer need to have necessarily seen the door. And so, speaking of Google, the Google Duplex.
Yes. So, in case you didn't know, Google had, can we call it a keynote?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, they recently had their keynote. Their yearly discussion about things they're working on. Making Google Maps better, and like they have this new cool thing where you can like see like arrows populate in like the virtual street view, and it's like, turn this way. You're an idiot.
Yes, but half the time it doesn't know where I am.
It doesn't.
It's like, go down the street. 5 minutes later. Oh, did I meant go down the street? I meant turn left. Oh.
Go down, I meant up the street.
Up the street.
You can't tell which way is down the street, which way is up the street. But yeah, so they talked about Android stuff and Google stuff. But what really took the cake was Google Duplex. Oh. Now, I already applied Google for their voice detection because, I'm sorry, iPhone, you never know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's a person of color thing, because Jared has seen me do this. I've had him say a word. I've said the exact same word, and it never knows what I'm saying.
It's true.
Like, almost hysterically bad, never knows what I'm saying.
It's not great.
So Google has invested time, money, and effort into their voice recognition, and has taken voice commands to new things. So with the new Google Assistant, you can now tell it to make reservations for you. So you never talk to a live person again.
It is a godsend. Thank you again, our benevolent overlord Google. Like, all introverts rejoice, because I don't know why in this modern day of technology, businesses won't let you book things online. It's like, ooh, sorry, call and make an appointment. I'm like, why? Why do I need to do that? All you're going to do is look at your calendar that you could show me online that I could then ask for the same time. Like, I don't know why businesses do this, but it's terrifying. It's terrifying.
It'll be okay.
Ugh.
And I know you're probably listening thinking, well, that's what's so special about that. No, it is very special because when I say it calls and makes an appointment, what it does is it pretends to be human and calls and make an appointment. For example, in a demonstration, a woman wanted a hair appointment at noon. So Google dialed the hairdresser or whatever business it was. It answered, and it went up something like, we'll put the link to the video below so you can actually watch it. It'll make a lot more sense. But the lady answered, and the Google Assistant went, "Hi, I am the assistant for Susan," or whatever her name was. "I would like to make an appointment for noon on Monday." And the woman responded, "There are no times available. We have one or two." And the assistant went, "That won't work. I get anything before noon?" In which case, it eventually came to an agreement of 10 a.m. Monday morning. Now, keep in mind, this lady had no idea. This wasn't like, "Hello, I am an automated service." She had inflections. Is that inflections, right?
Inflections.
Inflections in her voice.
She's not diseased.
Okay, sorry. She had inflections in her voice, like pauses where it would naturally make sense, and she said things like, "I don't think that will work."
When the hostess asked to give more time, the Google Assistant said, "Okay, yeah," which is a natural response to fill in things instead of just waiting for the next input.
Yeah, I read somewhere actually it uses those okay to actually think of what to say next because it's constantly chugging out. And this is more impressive to its word detection. Not only is it able to understand, because in the second call they called a Asian restaurant and the woman had a thick accent, it was able to understand what she was saying with and I don't mean like a slight accent, it was very heavy. And was still, and it dealt with complex questions. That was the impressive part.
Right? You know, the woman asked, "Well, when, where, what time, how many?" And Google was like, 5, Wednesday at 7. Like, it registered and was able to process them all.
And on the second demonstration, it was asking for a reservation of, I believe, 5 people. And she told her, "We don't do reservations for 5 people. You just walk in for 5 or less." And it was able to understand, I no longer can make a reservation. I do not meet the number requirements. So it asked her intuitively, what would the wait time be for 4 people?
Right? Like, it didn't just get stuck in some sort of weird computer cycle. It thought of a way out, and then at the end, it reached a conclusion. It was so exciting. Introverts, just... let's breathe with me right now. The world got a little bit better.
It did. And more impressive so was that, I mean, I'm just flabbergasted at that technology, but a lot of people aren't. In a sense, it brought up an ethical talk once they debuted this. There we go.
What's ethically wrong in enslaving AIs?
Well, no, people think you should be, since it sounds human and people think they are human versus like a telemarketer calls like, "Hello, I am an automated system." They want to know when they're talking to a real human v machine.
Are they afraid it's... I mean, I've been left alone talking to myself plenty of times in a room. I'm never afraid the room's going to divulge my secrets. What are you saying on lying to the AI? I guess I don't understand their fear here. They just feel they have the right to know?
Yes, they deserve the right to know when they're talking to a human versus a computer. I guess the mindset is if you're talking to a computer, you're going to address it differently, or you would like to have the option to talk to a real person. Maybe you feel like your request may be too complex. I personally don't see a problem with it. I don't think the Google Assistant's going to take over the world.
I mean, again, if they do, I welcome our new benevolent overlords. Google has basically never done me wrong. I know it invades my privacy by reading my emails, but it's nice not to have to add my flight times to my calendar. It just lets me know, hey, you should leave now to make your flight.
It's one of those things where no ethics exists for it. So people think, where's the stopping point? You know, how far do we go with this? You know, one day it's calling to make a reservation, and next thing it's calling the school, determine a time to pick up your kids or something.
Right. I guess the responsibility would be here is how much, is it a legally binding reservation?
Let's say it calls the school and tells you, I'm going to withdraw my child, have them ready, or I'm going to come pick my child up. That's involving, granted.
Right, I guess that's a matter of safety. If they were trying to call a hospital and ask to make appointments or enter some sort of...
Or tell they're going to check someone out. Yeah, that's where I was going with the child. Like, check out the child or something so they
right, cause then,
prepare. Because if a machine calls and it's like, they're not going to...
they're not. I mean, kids themselves are already going to make an appointment in their calendar to check themselves out of school. You can see it now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Just because all it has to do is say I'm Mary Lou. It's like, hi, this is Mary Lou.
Right. Right.
We're gonna have fun with this.
Okay, so simple thing Google could just do to subvert this all is, hi, I'm so-and-so's Google Assistant, and I would like to... It's the same thing that they said at the beginning, but just a formal little introduction.
And we'll all know when it says I'm a Google Assistant, we know it's not a real person.
Right.
But then I guess the other caveats to it, once people know it's not a real person...
Well, they want to deal with it.
Yes.
Which defeats the purpose of having it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be put at ease talking to a computer as... I don't want to say sentient as Google AI.
And then I guess you could make it sound more like a computer, but then I feel like that ruins it.
That's just like the robot from Breath of the Wild. It was too sentient, and Robbie had to, like, dumb it down.
Oh, you're completely right.
Oh, that was so sad.
Because his wife got jealous because even though it was a robot, it sounded real and made real inflections that she thought it was a competing woman for her husband's love.
Yes. Okay,
so you had to dumb it down and, like, just make it like, I am a robot. And it kind of killed him inside.
Oh.
Man.
I feel bad for it.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to end then. We've covered our predictions for both Google AI and for E3.
So, in case you remember, that is Pokemon, the first console game.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be exciting. Kingdom Hearts 3 playable, which, dear God, please. Because I've given up on the actual release date. Like, I've just given up on that. We happy few. Jared is right. Like, the wait is over. It needs to be there. And new PlayStation hardware, please. Jared wants a key, which actually is a weapon. He's breaking his own rules.
I can think of ways to use a capsule as a weapon, but I don't want to say that on air.
Oh, okay. I mean, I could well.
Odell would like a capsule?
I would like a capsule, which is not a weapon. I'm gonna just, keep that to myself as well.
Mm-hmm. And we thank you for joining us once again for another delightful episode. We hope you join us next time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.
All right, everybody. Have a great week.